Hello, Taurus. I heard love and marriage. What the
Kennst du das Gefühl, wenn eine Geschichte dich einfach nicht mehr loslässt?
scared me. Hey, Sean. Thank you for being here. Hey, of Light and Dark. Let's see. Let's see. Some of y'all could be readers. Shout out to the readers. And if you're a reader, you could draw a bad card for somebody. Cause I'm kind of picturing like somebody wanting to know like what their future. Not to say somebody's future is going to be bad, but like what somebody may not get the answer that they want from you. Especially if they're in the wrong. Some of y'all may have someone reach out to you to see how something's going to play out and they're in the wrong and that's what's going to come up. Or like they're going to try to see if somebody else wrong and they going to pop out in the reading. And they're going to realize that it's their, whatever they got going on, that is the reason for something. That is the reason that. So let's say you, this is so crazy. So I feel like I'm talking to a reader. Or this could be about a person that's getting readings on you and they're not liking the answer that they're getting because it's pointing back to it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody's not. You said, what if we are in the wrong? Hey, this could be the other way around, Taurus. You may be trying to see, like, trying to get information on somebody else or trying to pay for information on somebody else and then realize you the problem. So I don't know. Take that how it resonate. But I got the King of Wands in the reverse. This could be a fire sign or somebody who just wasn't really committed to the situation. With this being coupled with the Three of Cups here. I heard somebody like to party, whether they single or not. So, oof, Lord have mercy. Who is this? Disappointment, trouble, baby, trouble. Somebody, ooh, I heard he's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. There's someone that they're crying to right now. It doesn't have to be like crying, like, ooh, but like they're like, come. I don't know. How's this? Who are they crying to? Someone who feels like they are full of confusion, a distraction for them. Someone who actually kind of looks at them like who's side eyeing them. They think that this person needs to make up their mind about something or like the time has come to make some sort of decision. And the crazy thing is, this is, ooh, it's like somebody's crying to their other love interest about you. And their other love interest is like, this is so weird. Is this how things go now? Because it's like maybe this person still had hope for this other person. And this other person is like, all right, so what's this gonna be? Because it's like they're realizing now, like, all right, you ain't been telling me everything, and I'm not just gonna sit on the sidelines. So they had this person thinking that you, wow, this person has been, oh my God, Taurus, this person has been editing the timeline of a story. It's like, it's like if you call me and you like, hey, did you make it to Waffle House? Yeah, I'm here now. But it was an hour ago from, you know what I'm saying, when I told you I would be there. And within that hour, something else happened. But I did make it to the location that you said, so, or that we talked about. What's this 10 of Wands? Is weighing really hard on this person, like whether or not you're getting over them, they're missing an opportunity with you, you're moving on. I feel like you're this Queen of Swords. You're kind of like, okay, so is that your friend or not? Because with this Page of Wands, it's like somebody told you that someone, because the Page of Wands could be just, oh, that's just like a friend. And with the Five of Swords in the reverse, it's like someone that we're on good terms, but at one point there's a history. There's a history of like there was like some sort of commitment energy, some sort of loyalty to this situation prior to you, and there's like a crow. You something is given like, is that your friend? Or like something about the story ain't right. So yeah. What is your gut telling you, Taurus? There's been a lot of tea in this reading. Well, your gut is definitely telling you that something isn't right with this situation. And you feel like someone's not over another person. And if there's no effort going in this direction, why is this person so? Because this okay. This is somebody who is like, I don't know if this is like the one that got away for your person. There's something like a heavy energy here. It's like I'm gonna always be here for you type of energy, but it's given the kind of energy that would be a threat, you know. And in the long run, Taurus, this person would be an issue. So maybe that's what your intuition is telling you, that something isn't, this someone has like a soul connection with someone. And this could be, you could be the soul connection and someone else is in a relationship, or vice versa. Take it how it resonate. But wow, there would be, there's like betrayal here in the future because someone's not being honest about another person, whether it's you or somebody not being honest about you, or somebody with you ain't being honest about another person. This person's intentions is to choose you. But even though this person wants to choose you, they would betray you for this other person, or they did. So there's something like that here, Taurus, and I don't know. Let's just get advice before we even like go too deep. You don't have to pretend like everything is fine if you know it's not, Taurus. I feel like you got your own high horse to go sit on. And it's like you, yeah. Somebody could have been so quick to kind of like give up, change things between the two of you. Like somebody's really selfish. And I feel like they're going to look up and realize that me too. I don't know, but it's like selfishness really pays off for you or something like that. I don't know. It's like you know how to selfish. Like you know when to, what to protect, when to protect. Like this energy is so Taurus. Mm, mm, mm. It looks like you and Aries have been protected from something. And be careful when having schmecks with a particular person as well. Because, oof, yeah, I would be careful with that as well. I would be very slow to, yeah, laying down with anybody right now. Teamwork make the dream work, Taurus. Maybe you tried to work with somebody. This could be at in work, like actual career. This could just be, I don't know what this is, honestly, but it's like an opportunity is being handed to somebody, and it's like they are just like very indifferent to it. I feel like you were a good opportunity for someone, and they're just like, I don't know. And it's because this person got a lot of other stuff. I'm telling you, for some of y'all, this is the same situation. Somebody didn't see the value in you, or, in what you were offering, because offer, they already had their sights set on someone else, something else. Like they weren't completely done with that idea, if at all done with that idea. Like, yeah. Mm. It's like this person overthought this so bad. Overthought like whatever. I don't know. It's like somebody side eyeing you while being in your face though. Cause how were they treating you? Like I don't know, like they discontent. One foot in, one foot out. Kind of cold. Kind of cold. Just very much it's given uninterested. Very controlled. Oh, I'm stoic. It's like this person made an effort to be boring. You know what I'm saying? Because this isn't interesting. This isn't an interesting energy. It's like if you didn't want to be here, all you had to do is say that. But it's like the reason that this person is coming off this way, this is like offering somebody a wonderful job opportunity, and they're like late on the first day. It's like this person never took this shit serious at all, or even kind of like put any real like life into it, because they wanted to be somewhere else. It's like if not now, then later. Like you, if this person wasn't removed now, they would have been removed later, whether by you or just period. Because it's like either way, it's something's not. It's a trigger. This is like, okay, I'm trying to build the perfect team at work, and it's like somebody just, it's a bad egg in this group. You know what I mean? Something just we're just not a fit. It's not a fit. Whether this is a group thing or just you trying to come into some sort of like unity with one person. They wanted to be somewhere that they imagine. They wanted to be somewhere where it's like it's a dream that didn't come true for them. There was something that they imagined, like someone that they imagined having it all with. Someone who makes this person feel the way that they make you feel. what's crazy is they know that they can't go back into that situation. So it's like you would have had to deal with someone who's literally pouting over another situation and not really even acting like they're really present or into you or however, because they sitting there crying over a missed opportunity. So you get the like worst version of something or someone, where it's like, well, I couldn't get the job at Apple, so it's like they come to whatever job. Let's say they work at the post office, and they're just like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Mm. Oh, payday? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Like the only thing that really perks them up is getting paid, and then they're right back to this. Yeah, all right. And it's like, bitch. Oh my god, I said I was not going to use profanity. You sitting here with your heavy ass energy is no consolation prize to me. It's a in the way. It's a yuck type of energy. So let's move on. And it's like even if they know that they can't go back to something else, and they still kind of wait. It's like somebody has done a lot of damage to this person, or they allowed it, whatever the case. And it's like they still kind of wait for this person in pain, and that's the truth. So if you don't know where you stand with this person, I suggest you go stand somewhere else. And I feel like that's what you've already done, because you're like, well, ew, you know. Oh my god, is this someone different? Let's see if this is someone different that's popping up now. Is this a different person here? Uh-huh. So, okay, Taurus. It's so interesting because the song that's playing right now is called So Jase. And he said, not one of my seeds shall sit on your sidewalk and beg for bread. Like, not one of mine out here. You're not going to embarrass me. You are highly favored, you are protected, and you are taken care of. I know you ain't see one of my seeds out there begging for no bread. So it's kind of like whatever somebody was trying to pull or offer or not offer or whatever that was, not my seed. You're not about to breadcrumb my seed. So it's something like that, right? And so you started planting your seed somewhere else, or you will, and there's someone else who's very attracted to you, and they're watching you do this. Someone's like somewhere sitting in their feelings for you. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're intrigued. This is somebody who they could dress very nicely. They could wear glasses or maybe sometimes wear glasses. They look good in bright colors. This is somebody who you would never imagine how this person is in the bedroom from how they like their demeanor. Something in the bedroom would really shock you. I feel like in a good way about this person, because this could be a very friendly person, but it's like they got another side. Okay, but I don't even know if we're gonna get that far, because right now this person, they could work with you, or either they work with you or somehow they know of you and they of what you do, and they're focused on you while you're focused on work. This could be someone that you have a bit of history with. Maybe you thought something may happen between you and this person, and time came and went for that. So why are they here now? Because you're not waiting no more. Who are all these people that are showing up too late? This is someone who is. But the thing about it is, I don't even remember what we were talking about earlier. But I feel like whoever we were talking about earlier, the energy was icky. But just that fast, it feels like a really distant memory somehow. And it's like this person that's popping up now, the vibe is very positive. Like it's giving like very good vibes. Um there's like a are they friends? Or actually after seeing y'all hug, this could be a thing. Like it's something about y'all that looks but maybe time came and went and you were like, well, maybe y'all kind of circled each other. You felt the vibe, but nothing ever happened between the two of you. How do you feel about this person? Baby, the Taurus is not waiting for nobody. You hear me? The Taurus is out the door. Child, you look up, like, how are you in the car already, Taurus? Like, I just, it took your ass, you was an hour late, and somehow you the first one that left. Like, how? Okay. Why? So you not waiting anymore triggers desire for this person. So if you were to turn around, how would they feel about you then? If you were to turn around and acknowledge this person, what would happen next? Waste of time, Taurus. What's your advice about this one? This is why you are not turning around. This is somebody that you're gonna let. I think you're guilty of letting this person adore you. It's nothing wrong with a little flattery every now and then. And I feel like y'all have really good hugs and it's warm. It's a vibe, but this is not a reliable. This person is not reliable. Okay. They're not. I don't know if this is like an insecurity with this person. They have this thing. They love attention too, but it's tied to something. It's like they get validated for something that it's like something really big that makes them feel shitty, and attention makes that feel better. And it's like, well, I have these people who give me the attention I need, whatever kind of attention that is. And it really puts this person like on a high horse. And there's nothing I don't know, hey, that's the I'm not saying this bad, but it is not conducive to like what they gonna come back talking to you about. Like this is somebody who's like, all right, I'm ready to commit. You seem like my husband, you seem like my wife, like I just feel like you don't want. And then this person starts feeling bad about something. They get triggered about something and they need that attention. They need that, like, hit me type of energy. And you need roots, and this person can't really plant roots because they don't even want to go deep. You got to go deep to plant roots. Okay. And this person doesn't want to go deep. Whatever that is makes them feel bad. They don't want to feel bad. They go get the attention. So I don't know. Your advice about this person? No. I don't see you being interested in them. And yeah, I see you keeping it moving. So it's like one person, you was trying to work with them and they shunned your offer because they weren't over someone else, only to look back and see you looking better than ever and like the only choice. And then there's another person who they like want they dip their toe in the water and they like, oh, this feels nice, and then they're like, no, I can't do it, and then they run away. I'm just picturing this person like running away, like flailing their arms. So they're kind of like a tease or just annoying. But there's a really good vibe between the two of you, but they also would be a disappointment. So the first person we were talking about, or the first situation that we were talking about, again, oh yeah, that's right. I said like the most boring version of someone, or just humdrum. Oh, I don't really want to be here. Version of somebody. Even though they did not show you like anything, I feel like you didn't get much out of this person. Like, like something was so like, okay, I guess not. Um, Even though they didn't show it, they really apologized to you for like how shit went down. Because this person, they just simply were not ready. Somebody was like in survival mode on you, or they are currently. This could be another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Child, they can't get their mind off of Keisha. I was in there knowing I don't need you. So it's, I don't know, child. But that's the person that's like really apologetic about this. They gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. But they do feel bad about this. You know what they feel was the worst part? Is that they know that now they don't have a chance with either one of y'all no more. They feel like a fool for losing the chance with you. And they feel like, excuse me, and they feel like whoever else they lost is kind of like the karma for doing you. I don't know. It's just a mess, you know. I feel like telling, like, didn't I say something about telling the truth would have been a lot easier in this situation? I feel like you're a lot more easygoing than somebody gave you mm, the thank you, Cassandra. The credit for. Okay. Low key narc. Yeah, it's like, don't you notice those personality types? It's like, wow, you made that way more difficult than it had to be. But you know, that's why they say lies are convoluted. And it doesn't mean this person's a terrible person. They do shit that people do every day. They just don't tell you stuff. You know, it's like, I don't really want to be here, but I ain't got nothing else to do. So, you know, I'm just hoping you didn't notice that that was what was happening. This is what is the lesson here for you, Taurus? Okay. Because the second person, child, that's always going to be a high and buy, and it's only going to stop when you stop it. Because they'll keep coming back and being like, oh, I think I love the Taurus. And then they're like, no, I don't love the Taurus. I don't know. I'm just wait. Okay, I'm going to go away now. That's how that person acts in your life. Possible water sign. And it's like, girl, whether it's a man or a woman, I feel like you be looking at this person like, girl. It's kind of like watching a toddler run up to you and they're like, and then they run away, or like your puppy or something. That's how that person act. And if you don't expect anything from them, it's like, oh, look at you. But if you do, you'll be so angry, like with this person. So anyway, what is the lesson? What's the takeaway here for Taurus? If you got to think too much about it, no. If you are confused, no. If they leave you with confusion, even when you're seeking clarity, it does not come with them. No. You ever seen somebody ready to make a purchase? Or they know they got the money, they know, they credit gonna check out, everything gonna check out. They ready for this. Oh, the new Xbox came out. Oh, I gotta get the season tickets. Oh, I have to, get this new car or whatever it is, or on pre-order. Because I feel like these same people that came up in your reading would be the type who would pre-order something like a year out. People know what they want. Okay. People know what they want. And usually when they know what they want, that's it's very apparent. You know what I mean? That it's clear. There's nothing confusing about it. But the moment that you feel like not enough is being said, or things are moving unnecessarily slow, or I'm like really in my head, I feel like that's the point where you just block, block, block. So let's see, Taurus. Perfection. Give up your perfectionism. It's causing delays in your finances. You won't move forward if you don't conquer fear of failure. You have what it takes to improve your finances. You are enough. So, do you feel like things have to be perfect, Taurus? Some of you could be artists or musically inclined or something like that, and you feel like, I don't know why I'm hearing this song. The song needs this. The song needs that. A lot of really many famous songs that we know and love today were not finished. Like it was not. They may have not even been like the idea that somebody had in mind, and that was the song that blew up the most. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't doubt yourself. Don't overthink it. Like just put yourself out there because you never know. And there's always going to be another song, and you're always going to feel like you're not done, and you're always going to you might sit up late at night and be like, damn, I probably should have said it like this. I probably should have done it like that. I feel like some of you are thinking about like your performance, and it's like, child, put that shit out there. I said I wasn't gonna cuss in the readings, but it's like put yourself out there. You're gonna make mistakes. Healing is really what's going to like working on healing the parts of you that hold you back, that allow that how can I say this? You know how somebody's like in an abusive situation, and people are like, how can you not see this, or how could you let yourself stay in a situation like that? And it's like you don't know until you end up in some shit like that. Um yeah, girl cussing again. What was my point? And then you see them, let's use the Tyler Perry movie storyline, right? where they're in this terrible relationship. Let's say Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And then they get on the other side of it and they're a better person or whatever. Or I don't know. A lot of his storylines are like that. It's like triumph after, or like divorce in the black, triumph after abuse or something like that, right? And you notice how the person's energy is just so much more, now they get with the dream guy and blah, 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 blah. You got a story like that coming, but it involves you making your own dreams come true first, because the person for you is on the other side of this. Some of y'all may have been seeking perfection in others as well. And sometimes that narky energy we were talking about, that they can show up so perfect, can't they? They show up so perfect. Or what the idea of that is. You're realizing the truth is a lot less complicated and a lot more apparent than whatever you were being presented with. And you're learning how to really take things slow. And I see you like really tuned in with like nature, yourself, your body. You could be a lot more focused on your health. I feel like you're feeling healthier. Okay. And things around you are growing. And I see you getting this before sharing, being in a position to share this with another person. It's like once you get past the no, everything's fine. No, actually, it's not. And we're going to work on it. We're going to do this and we're going to take these steps. And then it will be. It's kind of giving that. It's like, no, let's go ahead and address this. All right. Let's go ahead and address this. You can't stay with Charles, okay? You can't stay with Tia ex-husband. What's his name in the movie Divorce in the Black? You can't be fine in that situation. All right, that person, he is crazy. He did such a good job in that movie. I really was scared. I was very convinced. Okay. You say you didn't hear anything? Is something wrong with the sound? So it's like, cause you remember she was like, "No, everything's fine. No, he just get angry. No, it's just because he ain't never graduated high school, and no, because his mama, and he had issues with his brother." Oh, thank you, Sean. He had issues with his brother, and he had broke his leg when he was 12, and he just never got over that. And the dog, his dog passed away when he was 3, and he's like, he ain't really remember it, but he do kind of remember it, so that's why he hit me. Like, okay. Now, I'm not saying that y'all were in a situation like that, but people come up with all kind of excuses as to why they can't just treat you right, and there's really no excuse for that. Chances are they just don't deserve you, or something like that. You know what I mean? Chances are it may be just time to like, you know, not. Okay, let something go. So Taurus, is that it? I don't see anything in your way, Taurus. So don't let it be you. Don't let it be your own emotions that betray you, because it's like if you so don't like not take the time to really work through the emotional stuff, whatever baggage, whatever this has however this has affected you. Don't neglect that part of you that needs, it's kind of like a hug, like, are you okay, Taurus? And you're like, yeah, I'm okay. Are you sure? I mean, I'm not gonna be the person that asks you every hour if you're okay, but I'm just letting you know that You don't have to be. If you don't want to go there right now, cool, 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 cool. So it's something like that. Like you need to be the friend that asks twice, not the one that's like, okay, cool. I didn't really want the emotional burden anyway. Okay. And maybe that's the type of people that you was dealing with. It's like, well, I'm like not really invested anyway because I miss my ex, or I'm not really invested anyway because I'm a fucking because they're a child, okay? Whatever that other hopscotch energy was that popped up in your reading. And it's like you need somebody that's gonna care. I was just talking to my niece about, her growing up and everything. And I said, your parents have gotten you to this point, and now, we were talking about you going out into the world and making them proud and stuff like that. And I said, our parents, if you have a good parent, they made a lot of sacrifices for you. And I was telling her how, mama was at that stove every morning at 6 a.m. making me a pot of grits. If that was the only thing we had in the house, I had that pot of I did not go to school hungry. I was not cold and things like that. And I said, when I work and when I, travel and when I'm doing whatever I'm doing and it gets hard, I think about that. I think about the sacrifices. And it's like you deserve that kind of love in your life. Not somebody who's gonna be like, oh, you're not hungry? Oh, okay, okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to sleep. You know what I mean? Like you need somebody that's really gonna care, like see about you. Okay. So these and whatever this was that popped up in your reading ain't that. And it's best if you deal with the part of you that got hurt in the process of that so that you can get to the part that you actually deserve. Because I promise you it's here for you. Okay. I love y'all. Like the video. All right. I keep forgetting to tell y'all to hype the video. So hype me up. Okay. I'm officially asking you to hype me up. And yeah, I'm going to try to remember to do that tomorrow. I love y'all. Ciao, ciao.